What you're about to see is not entirely whipped cream and not entirely buttercream. So I decided to call it a whipped buttercream frosting. It's a cloud, it's a dream, and it tastes like vanilla ice cream. I didn't even mean for it to rhyme, but this whipped buttercream frosting is so delicious and irresistible that it will make you very, very poetic. So let's get cracking. I've always found classic buttercream to be cloyingly sweet. It has way too much icing sugar in my opinion. So for this version, instead of a 1:2 ratio of butter and icing sugar, we'll be using a 1:1 ratio instead. And in that one part of butter, I'll include both butter and cream cheese for that extra depth of flavor. Believe me when I say you've never tasted anything like this on your cakes and you won't go back to a normal buttercream after this. So you'll start off first by sifting your icing sugar or confectioner's sugar because it tends to get really lumpy and you don't want it to be lumpy. So you're going to sift it and keep it aside. And then in the bowl of my stand mixer, and you can also use electric beaters by the way. So in the bowl of your stand mixer, you'll add softened butter. I've used salted butter, but if you're using unsalted butter, you can also add a little pinch of salt later on when you're adding in the icing sugar. So I've just smoothed out the butter first on a medium speed. Then I've added some room temperature cream cheese, and this adds such a zippy zing to your buttercream frosting. It literally tastes like vanilla ice cream. When you take that first bite, you'll be like, oh wait, why am I having ice cream? But it's not ice cream, it's a buttercream frosting, and it is so incredible. So you'll scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl. You don't want to whip air into this right now. You just want to mix it till it's smooth. Now you'll start your mixer on a low speed. So speed 2 or 3 of your stand mixer. And then using a small spoon, you'll start adding or spooning in your icing sugar or confectioner's sugar, which you sifted early on. You'll add it a spoonful at a time. You'll wait for a beat just to ensure that it's getting mixed really well, and then you'll keep adding a little bit more. It will spread out to the sides like this. So you're going to stop your beaters and then scrape the sides and the bottom of the bowl, get everything in the center where all the action's happening, and then you'll dump in the rest of the icing sugar where a very small quantity will remain. So you'll just add all of that in and then mix this on a medium speed for just about 10 seconds. Again, you are not incorporating any air into this. You are just mixing it till it's well combined, because all of the mixing action and the whipping action will happen a little bit later. As you can see, I've added in vanilla bean paste. You could also use vanilla extract. I love adding vanilla bean paste because this one also has little flecks of vanilla and it just makes it look like French vanilla ice cream. So once you've added the vanilla, just give it a good mix for about 10 seconds. Then using your spatula, you'll get rid of all of the butter and cream cheese and icing sugar mix that's stuck to the paddle attachment, because we are now going to swap this with our whisk attachment. Then we'll start the stand mixer on a slow speed. And now we'll start adding chilled whipping cream. So this has to be really nice and cold because you have to whip this to stiff peaks. So it has to be cold, and it is whipping cream which has at least 35% of fat content. This is so important. It needs to whip up to nice stiff peaks and it needs to be really chilled. So once you've added all of the cream, make sure you're scraping the bowl as well to get all of the cream into this bowl of your stand mixer. And then on a medium speed, you will mix this for just a minute, and then you're going to take your spatula and just scrape everything. You want the cream to mix really well with the butter, cream cheese and icing sugar mix. Otherwise, you'll have the cream cheese and butter mix sitting at the bottom while the cream starts to whip. You do not want that. So after about a minute of whipping it on a medium speed, you'll scrape it all really well from the sides and bottom, and then put the whisk attachment back down, and then put a timer on your phone for about 2.5 minutes, and on a medium speed, you will continue to mix this. So medium speed for me was speed 5 on a range of 1 to 10 of my stand mixer. And you'll mix this for 2.5 minutes. And after 2.5 minutes, keep a close eye and you will start to see that the cream leaves trails behind it. So you definitely don't want to over whip this, because then it will look grainy and you cannot go back. So you'll have to basically start again. So it's just better to keep an eye out. And after 2.5 minutes, it should be ready and you should have these stiff peaks. If you don't, you can just continue mixing this on a low speed, the lowest speed, for another 30 seconds and it should be ready. It doesn't take very long, and that's the reason why you want to make sure that the cream is nice and chilled. So this is how luxuriously smooth our whipped buttercream frosting looks. I've just transferred this into a piping bag with a Wilton 2D tip so you can see what it looks like when you frost on it. It frosts like a dream. It's a swirl and an ice cream, and it's just absolutely incredible. You could literally eat this with a spoon. The sweetness is so unbelievably well balanced. Not to mention, it's also really stable. As you can see right here, you can pipe all these tall swirls of frosting. So you can definitely use this to pipe on your cupcakes and also frost your cakes with it. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in the next video. I'm going to be showing you a feather light vanilla cake, and then we're going to frost this with this luxurious whipped buttercream frosting. And if you're ready to experience the best feather light vanilla cake and whipped buttercream frosting of your life, then click on this video that you see on the screen.